Alright, so look, it is raining out here. Sorry. Let me get myself together. I don't want to get myself killed. Okay, sorry about all that. So look, it is raining out here in these streets while I'm on my way to work. I got my full-on whacked out afro going on. I need to do something with it today. I have way too much product in it. Anyway, so let me get right on into it. I want to talk about some parenting bloopers and basically how I have failed as a parent in 2022. Now, for those of you who know me, I have 5 million kids. 4. But it's hard to keep up with my children and their needs. Now, I have been fussing at my son about wearing a coat. Because, look, I can't have him out here getting sick and barking and carrying on because they don't want to dress appropriately. And, he's been putting on this jacket or sometimes a sweatshirt. And I'm like, why are you wearing a coat? Like, I told you to get a coat. And then he hit me. He grew like 8 million inches, okay? And I'm like, this joker can't wear a coat because he can't fit a coat. So now I'm out here in these streets with my children, at least like my middle schooler, who's like, he's a young 12, by the way, young 12. And he's, I think like 5'9" already. I mean, he grew like crazy. He's so tall and skinny, and his feet are huge. He wears a size 11 shoe, and I'm like, wait a second, you don't have a coat. Now, I had actually purchased a coat a couple days ago. I'm waiting for it to come in hopefully tomorrow. But this is the kind of stuff like seriously, I am not parenting well at all. I'm too caught up in all the crap I've got going on in my personal life. And, now I gotta look. I tried to call my husband this morning. He didn't even answer the phone at work. He's probably actually working. Anyway, the point I'm making is, apparently, I have not been paying that much attention to my kids. I mean, I've been focused on their footwear because they're growing out of their shoes so quickly. I was about a month or so ago, maybe 2 months ago, I was at an event or play date or something for my daughter, and one of the kids asked me, wow, she has so many shoes. Now, that's partially true because my daughter's a little on the spoiled side, between me and daddy, mostly daddy. But because she was growing out of shoes quickly, like she went from no growth to rapid growth, so we had to constantly buy shoes, right? Same thing happened with all my other kids. But my 12-year-old, okay, who's not even 12 and a half yet, his feet and everything grew so much that the shiggity was embarrassing because it looks like they're not even taking care of our kids. And we have multiple shoes, but if you can't fit them, you can't fit them. So now I'm sitting here fussing at my son, getting on him about a coat. And instead of him being smart enough to say, hey, Mom, I can't fit my coat, he's just taking it. And I'm like, what is your problem? And I'm looking at him like, you know what? You are the ding dong. You're the ding dong. Homie can't fit his coat. He can't get it past his shoulders. Like, I'm like, okay. But you would think that he would have agency in himself. No, because like I did a TikTok over the summer when he was outside practicing basketball. And I remember when I was looking at his shoes, I'm like, come on, like literally toes are trying to come out of the shoe. And I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, I felt like he was trolling me at this point. Like, he was full on trolling me. I know he was trolling me. Anyway, the point I'm making was, he's sitting there with these jacked up shoes that was coming apart the seams. His toe looked like it was trying to come out the front. And I'm like, dude. He's like, well, I can't fit them. I'm like, we just got these shoes like a month and a half ago and they look like that. So not only is he hard on shoes, but his feet were growing. So they were just like, give me free. Give me free. So I'm like, dude, why didn't you say anything? I don't know. And I'm like, dude, you can't be this slow. Like, what is going on? I don't know. I'm like, oh my gosh. But his feet were hanging out. He was trolling me with his shoes. He had other shoes. Nevertheless, so my husband and I, we have been hyper focused on the footwear and never thought about, the outerwear. So my other kids can fit their clothes, their coats, because when we purchased them at the time, they were oversized and now they fit right. Well, I take that back. My daughter, I was watching her put on her coat today. She's been wearing it, but she's been like struggling to get in. I'm like, yo, I am a bad parent. I've got to go out and buy another coat now. because my daughter is on the flat out struggle bus. She can't fit her coat either. Yeah, I'm just, that's just where I'm at with it. Apparently I'm not parenting well. My kids are coatless and sometimes shoeless, depending on what's going on. And they have multiple pair of shoes. Multiple pair. I've got kids who won't go get rid of socks. I'm like, let me tell you something. If there's a hole in your sock, it is to go in the trash. We can afford to buy you socks. I need somebody to go ahead and donate to the United Negro Bow Fund for her children, because apparently we don't take care of the kids now. Our kids don't have coats and shoes. And they have tons of coats and shoes, if you know what I'm saying. This would be a good time to go ahead and subscribe and basically like.